Hey YouTube, so I've got a sort of follow-up on the Wyse WY-60 video terminal. I'm sure this will apply to a lot of other terminals from Wyse from the era. I'll turn it on, and people are going to say, oh, big whoop, you got it working with Linux. No, it's a little bit more important than that. So that's working, you can see, right? That's coherent. Let me just okay, I'm in. So you saw I spat out a nice quick for ls dash la. I mean, I'll just go ps dash aux. It's nice and fast. You know why it's nice and fast? Once it's been scrolling out all the processes. Holy cow. It's nice and quick. Okay. If I go shift, go to the menu for the terminal, and I'm going to go to COM settings. Here's what's significant. It's running at full speed. It's running at 384K. So it's running at 38K, which is most people can only usually get these things running at 9,000 or maybe 19,000K. Getting running at 38 is a little bit different. The secret to this is actually this setting here, and this, when you turn this on, if you just use a regular Nullmodem cable, it won't actually work. What you'll need is this cable here. I just came up with this one. What I've done is a little bit different. As you can see, we have pin 1 and pin 6 connected together on, so the left hand side is the PC and the right hand side is your modem, is the back, the terminal, the connector on the back of the terminal. So you can connect this to your PC, connect it to Linux, and you can have this running at full speed if you use this diagram. I've tested this under Linux with agetty using the version from a few years ago, but it's not really anything much that's changed about it. This is just a regular old serial cable, serial adapter, today's 10 serial adapter. It's like a PL2102 or whatever. It's relatively cheap to buy. And it's working perfectly. I just got it working just now. So I thought I'd document this because it's actually quite significant. A lot of people only get these working at 9,000 bits per second. If you want to get the most out of your video terminal, you need to get it running at the highest bandwidth you can, the highest baud rate. And the way they do it, the secret, is actually this connection here. Normally, this would be connected up here to RTS to CTS, and RTS to CTS. But on this terminal, we have DTR receive handshaking. This is a non-standard thing, but I'm glad it's there, because if it wasn't, this turns out that this signal is basically the same. It's basically the same as RTS. So if you connect up this side, it works. Suddenly, your terminal can tell what's going on is, this thing's buffers. It's got a little buffer of data which you put the data in over the serial line into this terminal, and that buffer fills up very quickly. And when it does, basically data gets lost, and you end up with garbage on your screen. You start with a bunch of garbage characters. So what's happening is the Linux server is actually flooding this thing too quickly, just a little bit too quick, maybe a few bits per second over, maybe it's 100 bits per second here and there. It won't be by much. So the trick here is to look for an equivalent to a clear to send signal, which if you can, well, it'll be an RTS signal output. And I found this, receive handshaking DTR. I looked it up, look up the electrical spec, look up the manual, and there's a service manual. I mean, these things you can get like schematics and everything. They're fantastic. It turns out that DTR is in fact equivalent to the request to send signal. This signal is basically this signal on this connector for this terminal. So If you do that, you get the full 38K, which is exactly what we want. We want it to be as fast as possible. It's one extra connection really when you think about it, but we also connect up CTS, but just on the off chance that CTS is supported, it doesn't really hurt to connect that one up. Just to make things clear, pin 1 is connected to pin 6 on this side. Pin 2 is connected to pin 2. This is normal because receive and transmit are flipped around on DB9, DB25. We've got pin 5 connected to pin 7. Pin 7 connected to pin 5. And pin 8 connected to pin 20. So that's a verbal version. So you've got a few different sources there for this diagram now. So yeah, this is not a connection. These are two different wires. This wire and this big wire here are two different wires, so do not connect these together. That ground is a separate wire. These are all separate from each other now. These are crossed, there's no interconnections. There's one loop back here on this plug from here to here. It is not recommended you connect pin 6 and pin 8, by the way, on the deck, on the Wyse terminal. These pins, if they're inserted incorrectly, it will basically cause this to shut down. It just won't do anything in terms of you won't be able to get any data in or out. So it's recommended that you do not connect these because these were not really used in this kind of capacity. So yeah, this is the optimal configuration. This is what's in this cable right now. I've documented it as I went just to make sure until I got it working. In terms of commands to get it running, I might have to do another little recording and we'll add these two videos together.